Steph Curry in particular is on fire. He's Western Conference Player of the Week, and he's a little insulted. People think he hasn't had a good season. He said, I think it's comical that people were saying I'm having a down year, to go black and white and say I'm not having as good a season as I was having last year based on just 5 points a game or shooting percentage or whatnot. There are a lot of things, or a lot of other things that you try to do other than just the eye test to try and help your team win. I don't know, maybe if he thought about it, he clearly thought about it in this context, but we all should. He was unanimous MVP.
Right? Nowhere to go but now.
Exactly. So even if it is just a point or two off, and look, I know all the Warriors, they said coming in, most likely, or most in particular, Clay, that they weren't going to change their games for Kevin Durant. But I think it was clear, and even he admitted this throughout the season, that, yeah, he did change up. They wanted Kevin Durant to do well and to fit in. So he sacrificed part of his game to make that happen. So, look, I certainly don't look at Steph, despite the shooting slump he went through, as this being some kind of indication, well, that's why he shouldn't have been unanimous MVP, which is kind of what I think for a time there people were looking at some of the numbers he wasn't putting up and kind of making those wild assumptions.
Well, down year, there's a negative connotation to that. Different year.
Yeah.
But most people would love to have a down year where you still make 302 threes. Only dude to ever make 300 threes in a season he's done it the last 2 years, where he averaging 25 points per game, which is actually more than he averaged his first MVP season. But he is shooting a career low from three and his lowest from the field in the last 4 years.
We saw him go through a cold slump that we had not seen.
In fairness, he was off for a second. He was off, and he wasn't having the fun, the enthusiasm. He wasn't, celebrating the same way we've seen Steph do, and that's what makes him a different team.